Alright, good afternoon everybody. Tuesday, January 19, it's about 5 p.m. here, PST. I'm not too happy with the progress I'm making today. We'll talk about that, but we took a total of 10 trades and we lost 3. I think based on the risk to reward ratio, I think we were fortunate that we lost that many play and we still came home with only a negative 278 to be honest. But let's go over the trades. I think what happened is we got 3-day break. I got excited, really want to make some trades, right? Really want to practice because I mean, based on our progress last week, right? We did really well. We did really well for a number of days, and so we didn't get to do any of that for the last 3 days. So I think I was a little excited, got into trades early without reading the whole price action, right? I'm just glad that we get to make the mistakes now while we're still in practice mode. Alright, let's take a look at the trades here. Remember, towards the end of the details, I do try to hit record every time I place a trade, right? So if you want to see the price action, the actual movement of the bars, you can just watch it towards the end. Okay, so here we are. Let me zoom in here, but you can see yesterday went right back up. It's Tuesday, no trading day, not a lot of volume there, but here's the high. So right off the bat, I drew this channel here. Actually, early in the day, it was. Let me zoom in real quick. Early in the day, I actually, when I only have this channel was actually down here. Okay, so it's right there, and then later I moved it up here, and I'm gonna explain why I think that is significant. But so come about 7 o'clock, 7:10 or so, price is starting to come down. I got this channel right here from the current swing, and prices went up, hit this channel, came down. Here's a tick, one tick up, okay, came down, and basically ticks back up. Oh, I'm sorry, actually prices came down, bottoming out right here, came up, came down. Okay, first entry and then second entry short right here, and technically this is regardless it would still work, right? So so I did it right here. This is our signal bar right here. So got that trade, went over, made it, came down, came back up right here. Okay, so technically I don't know why I didn't do this one. Oh, it's because it's below the EMA, so I didn't know whether or not to go with this channel or this particular channel. I think it's this is one of the things I don't like about doing this after. You don't really know your mindset at the times, right? Before last week when I was able to talk about my trades, I was talking about it before I came in, but now I'm just trying to recall what I saw at the time. So sometimes it doesn't make sense, and my apologies for that. But anyway, prices made a new high here, right from this swing, came down. First entry came down, bounced off of this. By now we have enough tests at this line, so I felt comfortable. Now, although I should have waited and go off of this particular one right here, right? Because I'm using this as a signal bar. It's too bearish, right? So I felt like that is something that I have been doing a lot lately. Went too aggressive, but gladly this trade worked. Now this particular one is the first one that fell right here. So we made new high. Okay, we made new high. First entry came down, and then second entry right here. Okay, so this bar came up. Regardless, it doesn't matter where I had it, right? I can use this as a signal bar, or This one, well, I can use this one, it doesn't matter which one, it still would have come out to be a loss. So looking at this, right, we're a little congested right here. I can say, yeah, this is a range. This is a range right here. A bunch of overlapping bars came out of that range, and then retest that, and it could come down. But also, you don't have clear rejection of the EMA at this point here, and you're riding on top of the channel, right? Came up, reject, came up, reject, so never made it back up to the top. Yeah, so this is right. Part of this journey is to get into that groove where you can, you need to somehow recognize these kind of things to stay away from it. So I'll probably look at this one over and over, congested against my upper channel, right? There's a bunch of things there that I think I did wrong. Okay, so came down. Let's see what happened here. So I think this one right here too is a bad trade, right? I mean, it works, but you got your first entry right here, came down, ticks back up, reject the EMA, and then comes right back down. I think I played this as a trap to this right here, to the upside. You can see one first entry, second entry to the upside. It works, but yeah, yep, I played it on that trap, the reject EMA, one tick over, reject the EMA, and comes back down. That's what I played it at, and it's right in the middle of the channel. So my thought process at the time, if I remember correctly, is that, hey, it has a way to go. So that's why I went on that one. Okay, and when it comes down to right here, I'm like, I was telling myself, I don't know if I should come in yet. It hasn't fully touches the channel, and I look back over here, everything got a lot closer to the channel, and so I let it go. It's a really good trade there, but then I was able to get back up and took this one based on this trap right here. So first entry, second entry right here, as soon as I see that it doesn't work, I put my order right here to go for that trap, and we got that, and one tick for the scalp. Okay, now take a look at this. So we drew this channel right here based on of the high to the closest swing. By now this comes out. Normally what I will do there is that I'll move that to that swing so that everything is nicely inside, and guess what, this right here would have been a nice signal for us to go into that trade. Okay, just some food for thought there. Okay, however, remember this bar is so big. Okay, so let's take a look, because if we look at it at the time, we can see 1, 2, it's about three and a half, $175 about the risk, but we were able to get it on the other side. Normally, right, remember, we can wait until it tested twice. When it comes down right here, and it comes down again right here, and test it and write it up, right? It's okay to miss a trade, just don't get into a bad trade and make that become a loser. Okay, so came up, let's see. Okay, so these two right here is a losing trades. Okay, so when we drew this channel, this right here did not come in yet, so that line is actually like right here to capture those two ticks right there. Okay, so it came up, we go up, down, first entry, came up here, I took this as a second entry. There's two problems wrong with that, right? This bar is almost a doji, it's not a good one. Okay, so, and then I use that as a signal bar. If I were to use this particular one as a signal bar, it would have saved me from that losing trade. Second, we're seeing the trend bottoming out right here and start coming up, and we don't have enough room to the EMA, right? What happened if it comes down, reject the EMA right here? We just don't have enough room. Okay, so that's a losing trade. So it came back and took us out. What's worse than that, I decided to do it again, because now you got yourself into a negative situation and you just want to get something back. So it's a double whammy there. So it came back up. So I said, hey, first entry, second entry, and again, right? So I used this bar right here, as it is bearish enough. Okay, it is bearish enough to use that. So I did that there, but the next bar is starting to show some life. I still didn't want to cancel my order. I just want to get in a trade. So I finally got filled on the next one. But again, we're in the same situation, right? The trend is obviously changing, and it's not too far from the EMA. Remember, we want to go with trend, and once in a while, right, if it's so far away from the EMA, prices tend to come back to the EMA. But right now, we're not that far from the EMA. So this is a situation where we should try to stay away. Okay, but that's where that is. If we were to go for a trap somewhere right here, we would have gotten it. Okay, and remember, the trap, if it doesn't make it back up that far, then we just won't take it. But that 2 losing trades in a row, just because I felt like I just want to get in some position to let myself know that, yeah, I can do this, right? So I rushed myself a little bit there. Came back over here. I walk away for a little bit, came back over here, make new high, rejected at the overnight high. Okay, and came down, came back up. Let's see, what did I do on this one? Oh, it's a trap, I believe. Yes, it's a trap. So came down, came back up right here. This is a second entry right here. Second entry, but I noticed that it already made new high, rejected at the overnight high, so that's a great resistance, and then we made it below the EMA, came back up. So I told myself, if it rejects at this level, then it'll probably test a little lower into the channel, because look at this channel. By now my channel is actually up where you saw it earlier. By now my channel is up here. Okay, so we haven't tested the bottom channel at all. Okay, so I actually took a short there, short trap there. Okay, came back over here. So first, let's see what happened here. Yeah, this particular one, I thought I saw a second entry, but it never ticked above the previous bar for the first entry yet. So this is technically the first entry, and this over here is the second entry where we got out. That's the second entry. But yeah, so I noticed I made that mistake once last week too, where I saw something as a second entry and it's not. Yep, so first entry is right here, ticked back down and came back up. This is a second entry, and we would still get our scalp. Yeah, we would still get our scalp. Oh, okay, but anyways, pretty bad day, pretty bad. And so get me back to my point. That is why we have to continue practice. If this is easy, everybody would be doing it, right? So I've been at this for over 4 months now, just doing this almost every day, and you know, someday we're still making mistakes. If you recall last week, last week, we were able to get like 10 trades in the first hour, okay? And then this one, the first 30 minutes, I don't see anything, so I'm getting anxious. On top of that, we haven't been doing any trading for the last 3 days, so I'm just anxious to do trades, but we gotta be patient. I'll do a little segment on why is it not better, why more trades not better. Okay, remember the ES, this thing is so highly liquidated, we can get away with just making 1 or 2 trades a day. Okay, right now we're doing 3 contracts. if we can consistently get 1 or 2 trades a day with 100% success, we can just double the contract size or triple it, and it would be equivalent to having 4 or 6 trades, right? So think of it that way, and that's a really good way to grow your account too. I'll do a different segment to go over the math on that a little bit, but anyway, let's hope we have a better day tomorrow. Okay, let's hope we have a better day tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Stop build. Order filled. Target filled. Stub filled. Order filled. Target filled. Stub filled. Stub filled. cancelled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Target filled. Stop filled. Order cancelled. Target filled. Stop fill. Order submitted. Order canceled.